Well, good evening, laddies, lasses and lasses. Welcome to the click. You smell absolutely astounding today. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. In fact, you're smelling so astounding, you're making me just a little bit jealous. Please tell me your secrets of the smells. Otherwise, I will find you based on smell alone. Don't pretend I can't do it. So anyway, super villain moments aside, good evening. Today, we're going to do something absolutely dandy finalicious. We're going to get r/Tumblr, which are basically amazing posts from Tumblr that just tingles every bone in your body, especially the good ones, which are like the laugh bone, the giggly bone, and there are a few other ones as well. So we're going to tingle all of those bones together, and I do hope you're here for it. Enjoy. Mwah. Ooh, that could be my superhero power, the bone tingler. You can use your imagination of what that actually means. Or maybe not. Don't use your imagination. I know how you people work. We'll see. Also, I want Thanos to have a counterpart villain called Naughty Thanos, who goes around planets and make people do naughty things more. So there's even more people and the population gets even bigger, and he's the bane of normal Thanos existence. Yay! May I introduce to you Eros, codename Starfox, who is literally Thanos' brother, and his actual superpower is frick magic! Thanos, I can't let you do that, Starfox. That is amazing. Oh my god, it's basically horny Thanos. I love this. Marvel, why was this never the movie? Why did we get like, oh my god, Avengers Endgame? We could have had this. We could have had this. Imagine one of those planets just got half wiped out and then bro Thanos just come in like, everyone just get rockin'. So beautiful. So beautiful.
Friendly reminder that if your furry friends get scared in thunderstorms, you should try and comfort them, or better yet, get them a thunder coat, or just hug them really tight. Whatever you do, remember that they have feelings too, and if you can help them, do.
I thought this post was about furries, and I am freaking sobbing. Yeah, when you say furry friends, I think we've all been chronically online for a little bit too long to actually just read that as a normal person, like, oh, they're obviously talking about pets. They're not obviously talking about pets. What are you talking about? I am upset that my life has gone hill to this extent, but I have no intention of fixing it. A, I was a church organist. B, I made cereals with beer instead of milk. Or C, I can hold my breath for 40 seconds. Which one is a lie? First one to answer right get a free shitty drawing.
The breath one is a lie.
What do you want me to draw, shittily?
This is too much power, but I'll go with Pikachu trying to murder Winnie the Pooh, and thank you.
Ah, frick. I don't believe in God. Really, I don't believe in much anything at all. Moral is nothing but a sham packaged in narcissistic sentimentality. But not me. I'm a realist. I am void. I am Trigger. I take nothing from this work. Not pleasure, not even pride. Justification is a luxury I do not partake in. Just another face, just another name, just another day. I don't believe in God, but I do pray with every trigger that I pull. Not because I sympathize. I am rid of that illness long ago. I believe, however, in hell. That's the thing. So I pray. May you rest in peace, motherfucker.
OP, you said shittily.
This is poetry. This is why we do this on this channel, to voice act really questionable comics that are surprisingly good. Man, I love my job.
Finding out people don't usually add numbers by first adding something to make 10. For example, 7 plus 6 equals 7 plus 3 is 10 plus another 3 is 13.
I think, doesn't everyone do this? I've literally seen homework, poorly formulated, mind you, where they encourage kids to do this.
And that it's actually an ADHD thing is the wildest poo. Literally, I have lived 10 years, or however old I was when I learned to add and stuff. Wait, okay, that was confusing. Thinking that's how everyone does it, what the frick? Or maybe they were just added to the nearest 10 but forgot the rest, so they're not just 10 years old. Wow, that was almost a joke. Anyway. What? It's also an autism thing, apparently. Oh yeah, this is also part of why autistic people/people with ADHD struggle in math classes. Our brains process math and numbers in totally different ways. Many people on the spectrum struggle with the show your work part of math because we can't exactly tell you why it works or how it works. We just kinda do. I am crying! That exploding brain!
Maybe it's like a grayscale. I think it's like a grayscale, you know, of brains.
Are you super normal with adding stuff, or are you just super special with adding stuff? It all adds up in the end, doesn't it?
But to be fair, there are a lot of things with school that are like pedagogically completely botched. I have encountered multiple times back when I did tutoring and like helping people out with passing their tests and stuff, not cheating, actually just helping them study for tests and giving them like the pedagogical background of things school failed to explain to them. There are so many aspects of stuff like this where they just don't explain it properly or explain why it exists. One thing I always disliked about math that I figured out way later in life is that basic math is like smacking a nail into a board. And you just let kids smack these nails into boards countless times over and over and over again, expecting to be inspired by it. But what you forget to tell them is that if you actually practice this, eventually in 10 years you can build a freaking house. Which is really cool, but they forget that part. So after a while, you're just like, why should I be punching nails into boards my entire life? You know, because that's all they see. It is trash.
There are real teens out there who think discovering Nirvana is a special achievement.
Isn't that kind of the whole point of Buddhism?
This post is slowly killing me!
But as long as you achieve Nirvana, you can use your imagination if it means the band or the actual Nirvana. Isn't that gorgeous?
The little Lego men are having gay naughties every time you aren't looking at them.
Do they also sploosh the little white studs too? I keep forgetting I can't delete my messages like in Discord. Oh my god!
There are a few parts of life where I feel like inhibitors in humans just go completely badoosh. It's either when people are drunk, or it's when they are on certain online forums with a certain amount of anonymity to them. Those are times when you can like really tell who a person is. So if we really want to find out who our friends and family are, we should get them all anonymously on an internet forum and also get them drunk. I should patent this. I thought H.P. Lovecraft was a Minecraft YouTuber.
This is humiliating. 3,000 likes.
Hashtag he is racist enough so it
Could have been underrated tag.
I am sorry, but perfect time to use this image. Here's H.P. Lovecraft just
being with this little kid in Minecraft.
I swear to God, though, in a couple of years, we're gonna have this. We're gonna have completely AI-generated channels that are just like historical figures. Who wants to see Abraham Lincoln raging out on Overwatch? Ooh. So fellow content creators watching this, just squeeze out everything you can now, because in 2 years, we'll all be replaced by AI.
Yay!
You know, the scariest thing about AI I started seeing are the AI scams that they started doing on Mr. Beast and stuff. When you have shorts and ads that look like it's Mr. Beast talking, and usually targeting maybe like, you know, a parent of a child or younger children or something like that are more likely to click on it. Whereas like Mr. Beast, looking like and sounding like him, being an AI, just being like, hey, click this link and did it. It's really spoopy. Imagine when like someone with AI power just decides to like come after you as a creator and be like, oh my god, here is basically click, doing a very questionable speech about like, whoa, no, I'm not looking forward to the day. Not looking forward to the day, man.
Kids these days have it easy.
That is the point. That's the point. We're here to make it better for whoever comes after you, sad, selfish, self-absorbed puddle of wank. John Adams. I study war and diplomacy, so my son may study trade and commerce, so that his son may study art and music. That is beautiful. It's supposed to be better. Like,
Oh, kids miss the coal mines. That's why they're so softy nowadays. The pronouns, we need more coal mines.
if Minecraft has proven anything, it's that children yearn for the mines.
I asked my dad to help me replace the motherboard of my Xbox, and he just said,
Do I look like a freaking rocket scientist?
My dad worked for NASA!
And here's a text conversation. How's practice going?
Oh, terrible. I want to stab everyone here.
Okay, just don't get any blood on your clothes.
You're a police officer. You shouldn't be condoning this.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Same energy. One time I texted my fireman dad saying something was lit, and he responded, please don't say that. Man, dad energy is such a unique energy that sounds so odd if you don't know what it's talking about, but once you figure it out, dad energy is one of the most unspoken, most beautiful vibes in the world. I love dad energy. I can't wait to have proper dad energy. Blaming Todd Howard for absolutely everything that goes wrong in Bethesda games has become such a habitual behavior for me that I feel like it's gonna bleed into my real-life interactions. Watch me walk over to receive my degree, trip on the carpet, and just lay there in my graduation cap and gown saying, "Why would you do this, Todd?" Todd Howard is an alum from my college, and he comes to give guest talks sometimes, neither of which I knew my freshman year when I dropped my bag on the way to class, joked, I see we left clipping on, Todd Howard, to my friends, and was met with a very exasperated sigh from behind me, and actual Todd Howard say, is this what we're doing now? We just randomly trip. Todd, what the frick? It's such a beautiful meme at this point. It just works. Weird how no one ever comments on the absence of smells unprompted. The nose just isn't a topic of conversation unless it's urgent, huh? It's dark in here. Normal, regular observation. Finally some quiet. Relatable, exclamation. Doesn't smell like anything in here. Absolutely deranged sentence. Oh my god, I so want to write a character like this for like some stupid comic strip or something, and also of course voice it over, where it's like an alien that's almost adapted to human society. So they kind of get it right, like 90%, but then something just doesn't go right. For example, this, where it's like, of course they have senses. Sometimes they say that their specific sense isn't picking something up. It should be normal to say this too. You know, super logic line of thinking alien, but it just goes completely botched. God, I love this. It also has like a really smart undertone of like kind of sarcastically poking holes in weird social norms that are normal, but we don't really understand why. That is amazing. I started up Destiny 2 yesterday and burst into tears because I forgot I had set up my Steam Night to Reese's PP Buttercups, but instead of censoring PP, Reese's Penis Beeper Cups. It censored the butt in butter. This game is rated M. Reese's Fricker Cups. Yeah, that's at least better. Oh my god. Unnecessary censoring makes everything so much worse, I swear to God. Like, has this ever been a good thing? I saw this in Elden Ring too, when someone had named their character Butter, and it censored out butt. And yeah, you can imagine what that looks like. It's not good. The censoring makes it worse. It reminds me of those old parody films on YouTube where it's like Frozen, where they just beep out words to make it sound like something else. Do you wanna beep the snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Pictures of capes. Can someone please bring capes back into fashion? When the frick did they even go out of fashion? Why the frick did it even go out of fashion? I want a cape. Okay, I know I'm gonna sound like a neckbeard, but I would really like fedoras to actually be hip and to wear capes. Can you imagine how cool that would be? You can go to the office, which is here at home, where no one can see me anyway, but I can wear it for videos, right? And I can wear a fedora and a cape and just be like, hello, fellow meme readers. Today we're gonna look snazzy and read memes, but it's all ruined. I'm gonna look like a neckbeard larper. Oh my god, that's a D&D character. That's a Oh, I'm so smart. Lamau! I just got called and told 7 years after I graduated from high school that one of my final grades was miscalculated and that I'm missing a credit and that they're rescinding my diploma. Bro, I already have my bachelor's degree from college. What the frick? They called it like 3 life chapters too late. I've been working for 20 years. I have 4 degrees from university, and now you're telling me my middle school diploma ain't working. Man, like, who cares at that point? Like, I don't think anyone has ever asked me for like a high school diploma or grades after I graduated uni. Like, at some point in your life, the stuff you did before becomes a little bit irrelevant, at least in terms of this. Schools be like, drugs are banned. Then prescribe a 6-year-old Adderall for not wanting to sit in the same spot for 8 hours. This feels very America. I feel like I can't really relate to this, but I've seen enough stuff online from the Murka that like, yeah, I can relate through memes. Oh yes, indeed. How do we bridge gaps between countries and cultures? Memes. Bottle of water. Water? That's accurate. Yes, that's absolute. Yes, trust me, I am fluent in British. Oi, bruv, you want your water? You see, it just works. Everyone's like, Vaklik, I didn't know you were British. Well, no, you know. Me and you in the mental hospital. Oh, yes, baby, we are about to... Wait, what? This is like... Oh, baby, you drive me nuts. God, this feels like a really bad, like, parody thing from, like, the late 90s that has a lot of jokes that have not aged well. You know, does anyone else get that vibe? I really do. Good luck, bro. Look, it's a bra, and it's a Rubik's Cube. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here for a sec. This is a funny joke. I like it. But, like, has anyone actually had a problem with this? You know, I don't know what freaking like, attachment things are around the world. You know, maybe I just haven't traveled to experienced bras enough in the world. But like it's a little tick and You know, it's so easy. You squeeze it together and bink, it's just little hooks. It's just little hooks. That's it. Or maybe they actually have a Rubik's Cube, but maybe this is not even a joke. Maybe there's a country out there somewhere that I have never experienced this. It's just like, yeah, they did Rubik's Cube, bro. It's like, it's a thing. Oh my god, the comments. The very first Arthur book is about how Arthur's nose is perfect the way it is and doesn't need to be changed. In the second book, they changed his nose. Arthur's nose, look at that, and Arthur's eyes, no, he was so cute and schmurble in the first one, but you botched it. You botched the entire message. He doesn't need to change, he's beautiful the way it is. Oh, people don't like the design, change the way he is. This is why we have a beauty crisis in the world. God. I am deliberately stealing a design by Disney in a way that is unlicensed. Suck my stinky mouth's dong, Disney. This is copyright infringement, not parody. I want to get sued by Disney Corporation. Editor's note. Blur out the Mickey Mouse face. I'm not risking this. For context, Twitter is plagued by art theft bots. Any image that has multiple comments along the lines of, I want this on a t-shirt, will be automatically uploaded and sold without the artist's knowledge. So artists started making images full of blatant copyrighted images, like the one above, and asking people to spam comments, I want this on a t-shirt, then report the site to Disney. A few of these t-shirt bot sites have actually been taken down this way. We use Disney's voluptuous team of lawyers for a good cause in the world. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You just trick the big guy into attacking the scammers. Nice. I approve of this. I approve of this. Walking into here, talking, oh my god, this is us smoking. I feel like this joke is impossible to understand by anyone over the age of 40. Isn't the first time we saw Garfield smoking a comic from like the 80s? You know, it's older than me, which is impressive. Your NFTs are actually, finally, totally worthless. New report from industry researchers. Well, I don't think we need researchers to tell this. You can just be on Twitter for 5 minutes and you will figure this out. Find that 95% of the once hyped crypto asset have hit rock bottom valuation. Good. 95% of NFTs are worthless, and most of the most expensive ones are priced between $5 to $100, where they were once drawing millions of dollars apiece. Not a moment too soon and fully deserved. In conclusion, it's easy to say with hindsight that NFTs are a stupid scam, but it was also easy at the beginning to say, and through the middle too. Yeah, it was just doomed to fail because it doesn't have like a proper thing. NFTs existed before it became like super hype. It was like a very niche art kind of thing. I mean, I read like one article on it, so I'm not particularly expert in the area. But like when it became like this, it was so obvious it was just a grift. You know, the money has to come from somewhere, and it was kind of sad to see people fall for it who may not have the money to spend, actually, you know? So it is a good thing. It's a good thing. I never liked this. It was trash all along. Not to mention like the rampant art theft and stuff that went on with. Jeez. 20 years of pickup truck design progress in one photo. Here is small truck, and here is big Merca truck.
Oh, it's so sad that they've been selectively bred for size and aesthetics over their health. Look at that pushed-in muzzle. There is no way the one on the right can breathe properly.
They're like puppies.
They're just like puppies. Both puppies in cars go brum.
Ant-Man bathing in hot sauce for bonus damage 2019. I hate that you don't even have to give extra context because everyone on the internet already knows what's going on and why hot sauce would be considered bonus damage. It's so well established. I love things like this. There's just an internal joke, but every single person is in on it. That is how we reach true equality and peace in the world. Internal jokes that are so internal that everyone are in on them. This is how we do it. Same thing with like Pokemon Go. Everyone was in on it to the point that I think it's the closest we ever came to world peace. Like, my god, I have never seen strangers interact to such an extreme extent with each other as they did when Pokemon Go was hype in Sweden. That was absolutely amazing. Brought me hope, and then it phased out, and now we're back to normal. Yay. In 9th grade, I was getting picked on in class, and this girl was like, frick you guys, leave him alone, and called me over to her seat, and I was like, thanks, lol, and she was like, I have something special to show you, don't tell the teacher, and I said, okay, and she pulled out a guinea pig out of her purse.
That is so good.
Oh, why can't we, I mean, probably because of allergies and hygiene, and they would be pooping everywhere, but why can't we just bring pets to school every day? Oh my god, I want like an emotional support guinea pig. That would be amazing.
If the USA is so great, then why did they make a USB? Tell me that, America. Yeah.
Dihydrogen monoxide is an acid with a pH level of 7. That is a higher pH level than any other acid. Yes, I know anyone has read basic chemistry. It's like in the comments, but we'll get to a fun story. Please hold on to your pantaloons. Why would anyone want to consume it? I teach my 7th graders about the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide. I bring in a graduated cylinder of it and we talk about how it's used in nuclear power plants and GMO crops, how inhaling even the small amount I'm holding can lead to suffocation or even death. It's found in vaccines and cancer cells, but also in infant formula and pet food. It is a huge component of acid rain, can cause severe burns, and has been found in places that were thought to be the most pristine and unpolluted locations on Earth. We talk about how there's little to no regulation on this chemical, no bans, no warning labels, and most manufacturers don't even have to disclose their use of it in their products. My students are outraged. We talk about what we do, create posters and flyers to spread awareness, contact our senators with petitions to ban DHMO, spread this information all over social media. Then I explain the real problem with dihydrogen monoxide is that when I am thirsty, there is just nothing else as refreshing. And then I watch their looks of absolute shock and horror as I drink the entire vial down.
I freaking love this. This is how misinformation works, how propaganda works, how manipulation works.
May our education be stronger than fake news. Amen. To those who don't get it, dihydrogen monoxide is the chemical name for water, aka H2O. Another important element to understanding the joke is understanding how pH levels work. Yup, that's a higher number alright, so 7 is completely neutral on the pH scale, and lower numbers below 7 is more and more acidic, and higher numbers up towards 14 are the ones that are alkaline. So if you call it a acid and say it's higher pH than any other acid, you're technically correct, but it means it's less acidy than the other ones, so it's actually neutral and harmless. Everyone who has ever touched or consumed this chemical has died.
Did you know 100% of people that died breathed air? Disgusting.
But I really do love this post, and I love the way the teacher explained this, because this really shows how this kind of misinformation spreads. I have seen the exact same thing as this very comedic example brought up does, but in reality, when it comes to, for example, anti-vax or various things, it's wild how people twist and bend various information to make it seem bad. Like, oh, it can cause severe burns. Like, yeah, boiling water has burned people in the past. Doesn't make water itself, like, toxic and horrible. Hardly not, but this is how they twist and bend it and leave out key details and only tell half-truths. It's a key component in acid rain. I mean, of course it is. You would have rain with a little bit of acid in it. Most of that would be water still. You know, it's not the thing that makes it harmful, but it's still apparent in it. You know, so it's just funny how things can be twisted and turned without it actually being bad. You wouldn't pirate a gender? I absolutely would, thank you.
You wouldn't download a gender.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, all we need now is the passcode. Hey, I'll take your wrist for that.
Wait, if you break my wrist, you'll definitely regret it.
Shut up and give us the passcode.
There's 2 passcodes. The first one is 5678.
567. Oh, it worked. Oh, it's a piano. The second, Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata.
It's been years since I have first seen this comic, and I think it's one of the best punchline delivers of anything I've ever seen. Eternal classic.
Oh yeah, because he broke his wrist, so now he can't play it, and I locked the safe, and I doubt the burglars know the Beethovens. Oh, that's beautiful. I was so totally not aware that people didn't know that being sorted into houses was a real thing in UK schools. It's not something made up just for the Harry Potter world. Really? Is that a thing? It's a real schooling system. I was in the St. George house at my school, and everyone had the same attitude to prefects as everyone in the HP world did to Percy Weasley, I can assure you.
How did you get the hat to talk?
We had them in my high school here in Australia, and let me tell you, I wish we didn't. Armstrong, Baker,
Chris, why is it all like raunchy furry art?
I am torn between my feelings about OP statements and my feelings about your school's officially sponsored raunchy furry artwork.
How do you get the hat to talk?
You guys have state-assigned personas and just never told anyone?
Oh, there is so much in the world. That makes
so much sense now, isn't it? This reminds me, wasn't it the Olympic Games in Australia? They just, hired furry artists to make the mascots. They were not as raunchy as this, though. I'm surprised they have this, in the schools.
Look at this buff, naked shark. Yeah, that's the team you want to be on, Timmy.
Or wait, no, it's like,
That's the team you want to beat in, Timmy.
There we go. Nailed it. Kitties! I spent so long trying to read the word they spell out. Hint, they don't. I'm an idiot. Holy poo, I'm not an idiot. I'm just slow. If you let your eyes blur, it says gay naughties. Oh my god.
Oh, it does.
The cats have a hidden message. This is the true gay agenda. Have gay naughties for the kitties. Releases a pack of dads into Home Depot.
Go! Be free!
Invasive species encroach on lesbian territory. This is a common misconception because they are such similar environments. But you should be aware that dads are native to Home Depot while lesbians are actually native to Laos. At this point, however, both dads and lesbians have made themselves at home in both Home Depot and Laos to the point that trying to separate them back into their original ranges would possibly do more harm than good to the delicate ecosystem of large chain hardware stores. I'm so glad we could talk about this. I am looking forward to watching this on National Geographic.
It reminds me of those pictures when they airdropped wolves to control like the moose population or something. It's just like parachutes with wolves coming in. That may have been an artwork though, not actual depiction, but still, I have a similar feeling about this.
In 5th grade, we were making little clay statues, and mine came out shitty, so I left a big air pocket in it so it would explode when the teacher put it in the kiln. And it exploded so hard it destroyed 10 other kids' statues, and they were all on the verge of tears, and I thought it was really funny. I still do.
So you basically planted a bomb? A clay bomb. A clomb.
I hate the fact that the sentence, "Mummies are rare because we ate them," is factual.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. Oh, that's literally the next post. I'm sorry, what?
I am so happy to be the one to introduce you to the horrible few hundred years where European regularly consumed ground Egyptian mummies.
What is the context to this? It's just, oh, look at this dried corpse I found in a pyramid. Yummy. This will go great in my chili con carne.
Hell yeah. I am pretty sure that as far as infuriating helmets you would hate to see before you get stabbed go, this one is definitely up there. Up there, yes, but it's really quite all the way at the top. Why the frick weren't any of these in Dark Souls? I know at the last one with the mustache, I see that being an NPC that turns out to be the boss in the end when they go corrupt. That is so beautiful. I want this. This should all be in Dark Souls, but like slightly messed up proportions. Oh, that's so good.
You guys, I'm in Disney World, and this afternoon my blood sugar dropped so low I got separated from my family and somehow bought an ice cream and then blacked out and woke up on a bench with chocolate sauce all over my arms and Mickey Mouse putting a cold towel on my head. This is truly a magical place.
That image in my head is hard to beat. Like, I imagine sitting on a bench, completely like passed out. You have chocolate all over your arms. You're pale as a vampire, and then you have Mickey Mouse just sitting patting you on the forehead with a towel, like, ho ho, are you feeling better now? Ho ho. This is like a fever dream.
Burn us, boil us, do as you will. You have earned the right.
This boy has issues. I looked it up. He says this after you beat him in ice hockey.
Why though?
Isn't that a little bit dramatic? It's like a friendly game of neighborhood ice hockey. It's like, boil me alive. Jesus, Timmy, calm down.
So yesterday, I got home from my best friend's birthday party, and 30 seconds later, my sister comes into my room and asks me if I can keep a secret. And I said, it depends. And she pulled out a freaking cat from behind her back, and I was like, I think we can keep this between us. Look at that kitty, it's so cute. His name is Peanut, and he's this country's most precious secret.
Well, now over 171 people know about this. You had one job. I think even more people know about it by now. You know, not only Tumblr, but also Reddit, and also people watching this now. Kitty, you're very famous, but maybe like the key is having it as a secret to the family. You know, that's the key. The rest of the world can know. That's fine. A dirty talk, but use your customer service voice. Thanks, I hate it. Partner, me. Oh, great. Will you be needing anything else today? Customer service, but use your dirty talk voice. Oh, you're a nasty little birch, aren't you? And trying to return these shoes after 30 days. Ooh, naughty, naughty. Looks who need to be punished. Yeah, both of them are really cursed. Like, they're absolute opposites, but they're both really cursed, and I love both of them. Oh my god, this is so good. I mean, in a partnership, it just feels like your partner is super monotone and like overly professional in an intimate relationship.
And the other one is just like borderline harassment in the workplace. Or towards customers. Like, yeah, hi, I would like to return these shoes.
Well, aren't you just looking for trouble?
Oh, maybe I am. Before we scroll further through this hellscape, I just want to show this picture.
Look at this tiny, chunky crocodile with a little thing on its forehead. It's so cute. Oh my god.
That little tie right there, a little pink tie, means it's a girl. That's how we gender things. Hashtag unnecessarily gendered. This is Disney after all. Don't copyright this, Disney. It's just a crocodile. It's tiny and chunky. They didn't have my name. Aquarium. They did not have my name. Came across the best mug the other day. You can give this to anyone. This is beautiful. Whoever made this shop is an absolute genius, because usually name mugs is really tricky to like sell consistently to people. There's always someone who's not happy. This just appeals to everyone. This is so good. Oh my god, genius marketing.
Oh, maybe I do like girls starter pack.
1, 2, and 3, and 4.
I did not need to be targeted like this, you frick!
Oh, maybe you did.
Oh, we can do the customer service kind of thing, like...
Hi there, welcome to customer support. Which cartoon girl from the early 2000s would you like to have a crush on today?
Yes. Hits very close to home, doesn't it? Electric stoves aren't real, by the way. They are placebo stoves. Your food cooks because of the placebo effect.
Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of LEDs that turns red. It only boils water because you expect the water to boil.
The human mind is so strong that if you believe something helps, it helps. So if you just stare at the water thinking it's gonna boil, you will just boil it with your mind. Oh, it would be so cool though. Imagine if placebo was just superpowers. Like, I believe I can fly. If you just convinced a child they were able to fly, they would just be able to fly. Imagine if that is how it actually worked. That'd be so cool. This is like, I think it probably exists already, probably in some context, right? But this would be an amazing fantasy universe. I could turn this into a D&D adventure. Oh my god. Your powers and magic only works if you believe it does. So you have to believe in magic to be able to cast spells. So if you're a skeptic from the beginning, and you're like, what? Magic isn't real, then you won't have any magic.
Oh my god, this is good.
Antarctica was just declared the world's first LGBT-friendly continent. Pack your bags, nerds. We're moving to Antarctica.
The only LGBT-friendly continent is a frozen tundra that can barely sustain human life.
Penguins can't be homophobic. It is scientifically impossible. But gay penguins are really cute. They like adopt abandoned babies. It's amazing. Finger licking good, and its ontological opposite, toe-sucking evil.
Colonel Sanders and Quentin Tarantino locked in mortal combat.
Yeah, ooh. Kinda, yeah, it's the same energy, isn't it? My favorite ever pronoun story has to be one of my German professors. He fondly remembers being mugged by a gang of teenagers in Dresden, who used sie, formal you, the entire time. Hand over the wallet, my good sir. That is so good, so proper. Oh, please, Mr. Sir, can you give me your moonies? Look at that big bug. It never fails to crack me up that the first time I posted this, half of my followers thought this was a picture of a large caterpillar. But it's actually little borbs just cuddling up on a bright... Look, it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my god, I want all of them. Imagine doing naughty things with a ghost, and then someone walks into your room and they see your private parts widening and narrowing for no reason. Imagine praying to God and going to church. Oh my god. If you had a ghost friend, you could also just trick everyone into believing you can fly and stuff. You know, they just hold you up and you're like, ooh, look at me, I can levitate. You'd be the world's best magician. Or you can do the thing with the butt as well. I mean, that's also a pretty cool magic trick, I suppose. It would look like amazing muscle control. The House of Habsburg, the House of Windsor. Royal houses where every single member has the same horrible face is one of the funniest developments of monarchism. The House of Habsburg, look, oh yeah, indeed. And the House of Windsor, oh my. Beautiful. Huh, ladybug. Cannot even begin to imagine the Blade Runner cyberpunk Poe this ladybug I found on my RGB keyboard was going through. That is amazing. Oh my god, I wonder if the Ladybug Society has movies running through keyboards like this, like cyberpunk and stuff. I hope they do. I hate being mentally ill in my house. I miss being mentally ill on campus. Mentally ill on campus, it's the stress. Mentally ill at home, it's a me.
Oh no, but it can also be other things. Like one thing during the pandemic, for example, is that depression and that kind of thing skyrocketed because people were missing out on stuff that would normally make you more healthy, like social interactions or routines, or a lot of things that will negatively affect your mental health if you don't stay on top of them a lot of the time. So COVID was awful for that reason. So even though It's a Me is kind of funny, it's not only It's a Me, it can be indirectly be other things, like the lack of routines or the lack of social interaction. So that is a thing, yes indeed. I contributed. So here's a line to food, and here is no line. This made me so angry, I have to inflict it on all of you. What's the punchline here? Oh, there is no punchline. Wait. This post is back, baby, at Hellsite Hall of Fame. Nice punchline, Hellsite Hall of Fame. That is so bad, it's good. Man, I love it.
How do you politely tell someone that you want them naked on top of you?
I am pretty much positive that's why poetry was ever invented in the first place. For the constellations of your skin to brush against, the earth of mine, I would swim in the seas 1,000 times. Please, let's do the deed now. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Roses are red.
Come to my bed. Please, can someone tell me why people sometimes screenshot posts and put them underwater? To the ocean with you. No, please, I can't swim. No, please, I can't swim. So, our local children's hospital recently redecorated, but I'm not too sure they really thought things through. And here's like red lines that... Jesus, what is this supposed to be? This is awful. Literally any other color would have been a better choice, guys. Willpower, warmth, energy, power, enthusiasm, positive meanings, negative meanings, danger, alert, war, lust, anger, stress. Lust is a negative one? Well, it depends on the context, I suppose. I would like to point out that the color red has more positive than negative meanings. I am sorry, but this reply absolutely killed me. Red can mean whatever the heck you want it to mean. That is never going to change that. This straight up looks like they dragged a bloody body across the floor. Hi, fun fact. Colors do have meaning, and there's a legit thing called color theory. Red is associated with more love, lust, passion than blood and death, just like the charts show you. But if you want, here's a link for you to check out yourself. Also check out the Designer's Dictionary of Color by Sean Adams. Have fun learning something, XOXO designer. What is color theory? Yeah, but I also suppose like love, lust, passion, blood and death are all kind of bad and shady things in the context of a children's hospital. You know? What the frick? I think you're all missing the point here. You can theorize to Nebraska and back, but that doesn't change my immediate reaction, which is that someone is literally dragging a corpse around. I like that the presumption here is that no one on Tumblr has heard of color theory. Let me explain in depth, rather than simply acknowledging that the visual effect of this particular color choice applied in a manner is can still amount to this is a hospital and this looks like blood. Like, color theory doesn't exist in a vacuum. If your design of choice for blood red paint is asymmetric splatters and splotches against the wall, or in this case a snail trail on the hallway floor, an infographic won't override the viewer's instinct. This post is the perfect summation of Tumblr's reading comprehension and critical thinking skills. Color theory don't mean poo and you is leaving bloody trails. Homicide detectives, why are you dragging that bleeding corpse around?
Me, an intellectual. Well, you see, it is basic color theory. I'm just spreading love, passion and lust across the floor. Which also sounds really bad now that I say it out loud.
Fun fact, lions aren't very good climbers, but they can jump 36 feet. What? No, they can leap 36 feet, as in leap forward. They don't jump 36 feet into the frickin' sky. Do you know how terrifying that would be to the human race? Wouldn't have survived because we'd all have heart attacks while still in Africa. Look at this. Yeet! I just spent 2 minutes laughing harder at this than I probably should have. I just imagine that's the thing. Lions don't hunt for running and leaping. They jump into the air and cannonball the freaking spine of anything they attack.
Oh, it's a giraffe. Doing. Oh, beautiful.
I love it.
On my way to raid Area 51, guys, and it's Internet Explorer.
The longer it takes for this to come across your dash, the funnier it is. Yeah, it's a fear is outdated by now, isn't it? That adds into the meme. Thank you, Internet Explorer. You will be remembered fondly. 5 stars. I didn't even know this was an LGBT bar when I arrived. I wasn't even gay when I got there. But after a great night of food, drink, and men, I sure am now. Great place. A man walked straight into a bar. and then came out. Oh, that's such a good joke.
Oh my god, I love it. It has multiple layers.
But if you just read it as it is, it's like one of those nothing sentences. Oh, that's so good.
Die girlies reading this. Oh my god, I meant in a German accent. I did not mean to wish death upon girlies.
The girl is reading this post. Ah!
Oh no, it doesn't say die bot, it says debot. D, it's German.
Ah, no German person could ever be evil. Took my dogs to take their yearly Christmas photos. It's really hard when you have one super photogenic dog and one dog having an existential crisis. Yay! That pup knows what's up with the world.
I love the contrast, though. I love the contrast. You got like the perfect yin and yang of puppies. I'm so jealous. As a teenager, I was pretty unimpressed with adults giving each other tours of their homes and kitchens. But as an adult, I now understand that this is the equivalent of inviting your friends over to see all your toys. And that's chill, actually. It's the grown-up version of showing your mom your clean room you spent all day tidying.
Holy crap, that's exactly what it is. It is though. Oh my god, I relate to this so much. It's like, hey bro, check out this bookshelf I put together last week. And they're like, man, that's a good bookshelf.
It's amazing. I love it.
As seen on TV, the red logo and phrase is now in the public domain and can be used on packaging or in business with no fee and without trademark infringement.
But wait, you can just put this logo on anything? Do I smell merch? Do I smell like t-shirts with this logo on it?
Just like, as seen on TV, and there's an arrow up to your face.
And everyone's been like, wow, are you a celebrity? No.
The fact that makeup is considered to be mature and nautilised implies that being a clown or mime is the sluttiest job out there. Empower yourself today, be a slutty clown.
Panera has just released a line of swimsuits that say only soup in huge letters on them, and I thought of you. Panera? Bread? Yep. Soup! Finally, clothes from the soup store.
We need to do this. We just random stuff. They just feel like a shit post. But in clothes, it's beautiful. Just soup.
Fried eggs. Milk. I often get asked by trans people and parents, where should I flee? Am I safe? I have continually updated an anti-trans legislative risk map to answer that question. This latest update accounts for all recent bills. Subscribe to support my work. So here's a full map of the US with risks and how accepting the state is, and also indicators if it's about to change or not, or the risk of it changing or not. This map is the most up-to-date version as of 3/4/2023 and takes into account all recent movement on the anti-trans legislation. Yeah, I'm going to signal boost this. This map has since been updated as of 26/8/2023. This is the most current version, so here you can see how it has changed. That's a really cool project, honestly, and looking at it also makes you kinda sad. Man, at least a few of them moved in the right direction, but like, damn. How did Stitch hide those arms without having like a lump or a hole in his side? Like this. Nope. Nope. This is from the art book. Wait, they actually thought it through? It's not just like a cartoon quirk? There's actual blueprints for it. That's cool. I like that.
I can have any transition goal I want. Her boobas are fake. Yeah, so what? Have some respect.
Isn't she on trial for murder?
God forbid women do anything. Yeah, it's a disgusting attitude. Accidentally show the aesthetic academia girl in class my planner, and she immediately has an aneurysm and dies.
This is the kind of log you find in a video game where each progressive log you pick up throughout the area gradually becomes more incoherent and deranged before you face them as a boss gone mad with eldritch knowledge. That feels like a Skyrim dungeon, I know. It really feels like a Skyrim dungeon. I just listened to this guy recite pi to 50 digits to some woman on the bus. Except I also have pi memorized to 50 digits, and he freaking got them all wrong!
This is funny, bro, but you just admit to being a nerd.
Are you new here? That is an interesting thing, because it speaks into this whole theory where if you just say something confidently enough, most people will believe it. That's actually a really key detail to like public speaking or anything, or if you have a presentation or something at some point and you're nervous, if you misspeak, unless you're like reading from a text that is on screen, no one else know you misspoke. So you can like very smoothly just like or same thing, for example, if you're playing a song, for example, say you're sitting with a guitar and singing that kind of stuff. If you're like, oh, I forgot the lyrics for a bit. Just play another round of chords, whatever. No one else knows what you are planning and won't see the same mistakes. So in one way, even though this is maybe a less honest way of doing it, that kind of confidence is a really good trick to appearing smooth in public context, presentation, or artistry. It's a really nice life hack. Male, female, draw male and female eyes this way.
Me when I'm feeling male versus me when I'm feeling female, looking, staring, Girl time! Why are you as a man keeping your eyes fully open to see more men?
Yeah? Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed having you here, you wonderful and beautiful being. And remember to have an amazing rest of your day because you do deserve it, and I will see you in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.